In this short video, I will demonstrate my process for designing a website layout, and we'll go from a blank page to a realistic website mockup that you can upload to a web browser and use as a benchmark for the programming stage. The software I'm using is Inkscape. I'm also using royalty-free images and icons and a fake logo that I previously created. I start out by building my hero section. I clip my background to an appropriate size, about 1200 pixels for a laptop. I'm also using a color palette that I generated from colors available within the hero image itself. And for that, I used a color picker to derive a range of colors. Next, I add text and a call to action button. I add a transparent rectangle to the image to create a filter effect. Then I start with my next section, in which I'll create 3 different cards that will communicate my value propositions. I start by using a heading and a subheading. Then I create a heading for each card and add dummy text. Finally, I add a relevant icon for each card. Because there are many repeated elements and patterns on a website, I often duplicate headings, buttons, text, and even whole sections. I add a button for each of the cards, which on a real website would lead to other pages. My next section showcases a testimonial for social validation. For this, I highlight a human face by clipping a larger image using a circle shape. I add my text and a quotation icon to show that this text represents someone's words. Next, I include a partner section, which also serves as social validation or proof. For this, I vectorize my company logos and apply a consistent color taken from my palette. My next section provides a location for the company, and for this I use a heading and a Google Maps screenshot. My last section is the footer of the page. Here, I create some text that represents links and add one last call to action button. I go back to my header to add navigation, and I check that everything's correctly aligned. Once everything looks okay, I can export the composition as an image that I can upload to an actual browser such as Firefox or Chrome. The result should look like an actual website. You can now check if the design looks right, paying attention to the size of images, text, and icons. If something's not working, you can always go back and adjust. That's it for this video. If you're interested in a full website layout tutorial, let me know by leaving a comment below. Also, I'll be linking a detailed post on website layout design in the description. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Thanks.